Hey everybody, it's Brian and Dan Rubnitz here, the Brian and Dan Real Estate Team at Sereno Group, the Brian and Dan Silicon Valley Real Estate Team. I always love how impressive that sounds.
Thank you. What are we doing today?
Today we are at... What do you mean, thank you? What are we doing today? I don't think you really meant that. I'm not sure I felt the thank you there. Today we are at the town of Los Gatos, Parks and Public Works Department at 41 Miles Avenue here in Los Gatos. We're going to talk with Councilwoman Marico Sayoc, talk about what they're calling Experience LG.
Experience LG?
What's that?
I don't know. I was going to ask you.
Well, we're going to go find out. But basically, they're going to take North Santa Cruz Avenue, or a portion of North Santa Cruz Avenue in downtown Los Gatos, and they're going to change it dramatically. I think it's going to have a major impact on the way we all view downtown. Right. It's not going to be the same old downtown like where Dan and I grew up.
It still is.
It still is, but it's going to be better. Great. Oh, www.briananddan.com. Let's go in and talk to them, and we'll find out what it's all about. Ready?
Ready.
Are you excited?
Yes.
Pretty excited?
Waiting to hear what they have to say.
Okay, we'll go ahead and get started.
Thank you. Well, first, can I introduce who I'm with?
Yes, please. That'd be great.
So, Matt Morley, our Director of Parks and Public Works, and Monica Renn, Economic Vitality Manager. And the reason why I brought both with me was so that we can first off explain the purpose of this pilot project that will be running July through October. And contrary to some of the rumors that are out there, it's not to try to mitigate the traffic that we experience during the beach. It really is a pilot project to help us understand what other infrastructure changes we need to do to provide more vitality to our downtown.
I think it's really about placemaking. So a lot of what we're seeing in the retail industry is that it's more about an experience now. So when we look at our downtown, what we want to do is make enhancements that invite people to gather, to stay, to meet their friends there.
But on the larger vision, again, what we're really hoping for is diagonals parking to make it easier, but also the parklets, so that again we enhance our sidewalk, extend it out, and so before we make those permanent infrastructure changes, we know what that will feel like. And so with each parklet, the business owners will have an option to make it either dining or just recreation. I know we've had some conversations of maybe just having green space so people can just congregate and just really enjoy the downtown.
Los Gatos is going to be a pretty active place this summer. The parklets we have going in two different directions. For our one-way street pilot, we'll be doing parklets that are casual gathering places, opportunities for people to sit and just hang out. And then the restaurants have an opportunity to do more permanent type of an installation, and there's a lot of interest in that. Those combinations of experiences are what we're looking to see and experience over the course of the summer.
How long have you guys been working on this plan?
Almost a year now, yeah.
So how's it impacting? I'm pulling up, I'm going right into between Double D's and the property right there.
Yeah, great question. So the one-way street's going to start at Bachman, which is the second street that you come to as you're coming into the downtown. So you'll be able to head straight into the downtown. There'll be one lane. It'll be southbound. And there'll be a nice big bike lane next to you. As you're driving through on your left side will be angled parking. It's super efficient for parking spaces, so it allows us to pick up an extra couple spots. So that with this total reconstruction, we actually lose no net parking.
So Main Street and Highway 9 are all staying the same.
That's correct. So we'll begin this implementation on July 8th. It will take us several nights to do the actual work. But we are doing it, that's the key, at night so that it doesn't disturb the businesses during the day. And after the third day, it should be fully in place with all of the bells and whistles.
Also, Matt, correct me if I'm wrong, but Saturdays we've removed the time limitations for certain parking lots?
Absolutely. So all of our municipal parking lots have no time limits on Saturday, which is a great opportunity for people to come and not have to worry about shuffling their cars. So
you said no time limits on Saturdays. Are there time limits then on Sundays?
No time limits on the weekends. And those are actually permanent changes that we've put in place. So those are all year round at this point.
The end game or the result of what you're looking for on this is to give us an answer to what?
Well, again, lots of future improvements are being anticipated for downtown. And so before we spend that money, which is significant, we want to make sure that these infrastructure changes that we're envisioning really do work, and that's the purpose of the pilot. And it allows the town to really understand what it would look like before those infrastructure changes are put into place.
Do you have a lot of buy-in from the downtown merchants then for especially the feedback right, that you're going to need at the end of this pilot program to understand the impact that they've seen?
So we're working on 2 kind of outreach efforts. We're going to do an education effort very soon, in the next week or 2, and then we'll do some info gathering at the beginning. What do you think this will do? How do you feel your sales are? And then at the end, we'll ask those same questions again. We really are going to rely heavily on our business community to tell us how they feel. It's important to us to get the feedback from the residents, to get the feedback from the business owners. I hope people do come with all of their concerns and all of the things that work really well, the things they love, because as the councilman was saying, as we go to do implementation, we can implement pieces of it later, we can implement the whole thing. So we really want to hear what's working well and how it did create a sense of place for us.
This plan is currently out in the public realm. Everybody who wants to know about it does know about it.
Correct.
What's the feedback been so far?
Well, at council meetings, we have had several business owners as well as the chamber attend when we were looking at implementing this. And the reactions at those meetings have been positive. Now, we also understand that not necessarily everyone attends meetings.
Yeah.
So again, the more information we can share with our residents and our business owners, the better. And it's an opportunity, again, for that feedback mechanism. Whether you want to go onto the website, whether you want to send us emails directly, whether people respond to you and you want to share that with us, we just want to make sure the lines of communication are open.
Sure.
Where can they go in Los Gatos? Is there a website or somewhere they can go to find out information on this?
So we've branded this Experience Los Gatos or Experience LP. So what we're trying to do is create an experience this summer that people can really enjoy and find a piece of it that resonates with them.
Okay.
So on our homepage, losgatosca.gov, there is actually a button on the right-hand side that has our Experience Los Gatos. You can click on that. You can find the map there. If you're a property owner or a restaurant and you want to apply for one of the more permanent parklets, you can find the application there. So it really walks through all of the different experiences you can be a part of this summer through this program.
The council's really made a big commitment to the downtown. They've got this pilot that we're working on that's a significant investment and will provide us just scads and scads of data. The council's also already started to set aside dollars, knowing that there's a future investment in the downtown. This isn't just something that we're doing and will go away. There's some muscle behind the talk.
Great.
Okay.
I mean, it sounds exciting and exactly what people have been asking for.
Got it.
Yeah. Anything else?
Give us a wrap.
Wait.
Well, wait a second.
Wait. Who's gonna? I need to be on the right side.
I think we should get everybody though.
How about
I think everybody does it.
Okay, but I'll scoot down a little bit.
We want to thank everybody for their time today, and if you want more information on this, just go to our website at www.briananddan.com, and we will talk to you soon.
Or, I just want to say before, you can go to the town website at...
www.losgatosca.gov.
Ready?
And
cut!
Hi, how you doing? Hi. Nice to see you. How you doing? Is that going to be funny if we all hang out down here?
how about if the 3 of them hang here and you on the seats right here, and then I'll be on one side and you be on the other side.
Go ahead and grab that one.
These 3 for
No,
you
no,
guys.
I'm sorry, one more over. You want to get up on the table? Okay, I think that settles it. This is good. This is cozier, right?
Yes, much better.
You need to instruct us. We're not used to this.
really
He's
is.
the pro.
Wait, did you guys coordinate wearing pink today?
No, we didn't.
Let's pink
Mine's
together.
salmon red.